Hi guys and welcome back to GPFW. Today we're going to be previewing the huge Champions League clash between Barcelona and Bayern Munich. We're in the Barcelona top. Any excuse to get this top out. It's a classic 2012-13 top with Messi on the back. But obviously today we're looking at two of the biggest teams left in the Champions League in what is, a tie of the round, between two teams that could feasibly win the Champions League if they, whoever comes through tonight. If it is your first time visiting the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notifications button to get notified when all the latest videos are available. I'm looking to post more regularly over the next few weeks, so stay tuned for upcoming videos. Let's jump in with the match preview between Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Jumping straight in with the team news, we're looking at Barcelona first, and there is no Samuel Umtiti in the lineup today or in the squad, and Ousmane Dembele is rumoured to be back in training, but in terms of being involved in the matchday squad, that's still something that is very much in doubt. But good news for Barca fans is that Sergio Busquets and Arturo Vidal will be back from suspensions and back in the squad. Whether they start is a very different thing, but they are back in the squad for tonight's game. Bayern Munich, there is no Benjamin Pavard at right back due to an ankle injury suffered in training, and there is no Joshua Zirkzee, who is obviously the 18-year-old striker who's featured a few times this season, but not really been a big part of their successes this season. Jerome Boateng and Kingsley Coman both should be fit to start tonight, who are two key players who've featured all season, so to have them in the starting lineup is huge for Bayern. In terms of the predicted lineups for tonight, we're looking to see a very typical Bayern and Barca sides with not many injuries or suspensions. Starting with Bayern, up in goal we do have Manuel Neuer, the legendary goalkeeper. At right back we have Joshua Kimmich, who is obviously been a big part of their successes in the last few years, but he's been utilised as a midfielder. But obviously with Pavard being injured, it seems that Kimmich can go back to his position that he came through as at right back, and luckily for Bayern Munich he's world class in two positions, so that is not a problem for him. In terms of the centre backs, we're looking at Jerome Boateng coming back in, and David Alaba as well, who's found himself as a centre back in the last two seasons and been very successful there. And obviously at left back we have the wonder kid, the genius, the incredible talent of Alphonso Davies, who will be up against Messi, so that'll be one to watch for sure. In midfield we have Leon Goretzka and Thiago, who's obviously highly linked with a move to Liverpool. And then in the front four we have an incredible front four with Thomas Muller, who's been at his brilliant best this season in terms of racking up incredible amounts of assists. On the right we have Kingsley Coman, who should be fit to start, and on the left we should have Serge Gnabry, who's had a fantastic Champions League campaign. And up top we have the goal scorer, the highest goal scorer in the world, the best striker in the world. We have Robert Lewandowski, who is set to have a huge night. As always we have Marc-Andre ter Stegen. At right back Nelson Semedo should be in there. At right back the centre back pairing should be Gerard Piqué and Longley, who have formed a decent partnership this year in Umtiti's absence. At left back, obviously the legendary Jordi Alba will be starting there. In midfield, this is where it could differ a little bit. There's a lot of variations they could try, but for me I think it is going to be Sergi Roberto, even Rakitic, and obviously Frenkie de Jong as well. So perhaps not the strongest midfield in terms of when you compare it to Xavi, Iniesta and Busquets of years gone by, but not when midfields do compare to that. But in terms of this three, it's the best they've got at the moment. Obviously Frenkie de Jong is playing in that deeper position. We might see Busquets come in just because it's a big Champions League night and his experience might be warranted, but that midfield three seems to be what we will see. In terms of the front three, shouldn't be any surprises here. Obviously we have Luis Suarez should play up top. We should have Antoine Griezmann playing probably on the left, but obviously they will all move around each other. And obviously the big man Lionel Messi will be starting, and it's a huge night for him. It's a huge night for the whole Barcelona team, but especially for him, who he's been the go-to man again this season. So we're looking at two fully strong sides, no real injuries apart from Pavard for Bayern Munich, so we're looking at two strong teams with all the best players you would hope to see in a huge Champions League match starting tonight. At the previous round, in terms of the round of 16, we saw Barcelona take on Napoli, and they came through as 3-1 winners in a second leg. And this was a very Messi dominated performance. Two goals, and he was back to his complete best in a big game. And Napoli have been a very tough team to play against this season. They won the Coppa Italia against Juventus, and they came here and gave absolutely everything at the new camp. And Barcelona just showed that on a big night, they can still turn it on, and they were 3-0 up in half an hour, which is back to what they used to be like, and obviously this season hasn't been great for them. Being 3-0 up in 30 minutes showed that they still have that cutting edge, and they need to bring that to the game against Bayern Munich if they have any hope of winning tonight. In terms of Bayern Munich, they run out 4-1 winners against Chelsea. Tough one to take as a Chelsea fan, but when you come up against a team who is that good, from top to bottom, it's something that you just have to take on the chin. Lewandowski was incredible again. Thiago was incredible. The way he moves the ball around, the way he's so hard to press, the way he plays through the lines. It's something that has been a part of Bayern's game this season, and it's going to be a huge part of the game tonight. So look out for the key men tonight, who's going to unlock the door in terms of the Thiagos, your Mullers, and obviously the wingers. But to beat Chelsea 4-1 at home, they look good. Both teams had worked off the rust, of being away from their league campaigns, and they come into this game in both in good form. So hopefully it pans out for a great game. In terms of the Messi factor, obviously it's a factor in every game because he is the greatest player of all time. But in this season particularly, he's had one of his best seasons ever. Just when people think he was slowing down, but Barcelona have had one of their worst seasons ever. With no trophies so far. Pipped the league by Real Madrid, and they really haven't been strong this year in terms of the midfield has been very poor, the defence has looked poor. Even up front, creativity wise, they've looked really poor as well. With Suarez, getting older now, he's 33. Griezmann struggling to settle in, and obviously Messi, it's all fell on Messi to create things and do things. And there's only so much you can pile on a guy before you'd run out of luck and ideas. And if they're going to have to come through, they're going to come through tonight, then Messi will have to be at his best, in terms of creating and scoring. And he really makes his team tick. He was the catalyst against Napoli, and he has been all season. So it's really important that Barcelona come together tonight and help Messi and use Messi and come together as a team like we saw against Napoli. And if they can bring that form into the game, then they have a great chance of winning. This Bayern Munich team is probably their best team since they won the Champions League in 2013. It's just top to bottom, the fullbacks are incredible. The centre-back pairing looks really strong. In terms of midfield, Thiago looks back to his best, and Goretzka offers that physicality in midfield that you need. But he can also play and score goals. Muller's back to his best, and the two wingers, incredibly pacey. They both cut inside, both very tricky, both score a lot of goals. And obviously you have Lewandowski in the form of his life. So this team has already won the league title, and they're looking to win the Champions League here, and they need to fulfill their potential because this team is, for me, the best team in the world with Liverpool right now. And with Liverpool out of the competition, it's a perfect chance for them to go and win this. And for me, they should. I think they're the strongest team in this tournament. For me, they're the strongest team in the tournament, and if they win tonight, then I feel like the confidence will be there for them to go all the way and win the Champions League title. In terms of prediction, it's hard to go back on past games. Obviously, we go back to the classic Lionel Messi versus Bayern Munich, when Messi, gave Boateng nightmares and turned him inside out, and then chipped Manuel Neuer, and it was an iconic performance. This year, Barcelona have been completely up and down. I've watched plenty of teams been able to get at them very easily, and they've rode the luck a lot of times. And there's a lot of space, especially behind the fullbacks, and I feel like Bayern can exploit that. They have the passing qualities in midfield who can find the wingers, and obviously you have the fullbacks going across. Davis goes flying forward. He's going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, and I just feel Bayern have too much quality across the board not to beat Barcelona. So that's my match preview for Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. So let me know down in the comments what you think will happen tonight. Do you think Barcelona are going to come through with the win? It's going to be Bayern Munich? Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for videos coming very soon, with a new video coming this Sunday. As always guys, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.